Spartacus isn't the only one with special talents on CBeebies. Just look at Andy's rolling tongue trick. Well done, Andy. Andy wasn't always as tall as he is now. Just take a look at him when he was little. Oh, Andy, you're so cute. And that was almost everything you ever wanted to know about Andy.
You'll never believe what happened to me. The other day, when it was very windy, I left my front door open while I popped out into the garden with some bread for the birds and some nuts for the squirrels, when suddenly a great big gust of wind came and blew the door shut so hard that the glass in its window smashed. So I've got to get a new piece of glass for my front door. But I'm not going to get ordinary glass, the kind you usually see in windows. Oh no, I'm going to buy stained glass.
Guess what? Judy's going to buy some stained glass. Ooh, sounds horrible. Yucky!
Oh, yes! Who would want glass with stains on it? Not me.
No, me neither. When I've got stains on my T-shirt, my mum said it was ruined and she threw it away.
Well, perhaps stained glass costs less money than proper glass.
Yes. Oh, Bella, Judy's got so poor, she's having to buy stained glass for windows. Isn't that sad?
No, because I'll tell you what, stained glass is lovely. It's all different colours with pretty patterns, and you can get stained glass windows with pictures in.
Well, how do you know?
Because I've seen them in the church.
Oh!
Bella's right. Stained glass is really lovely, and it can be made in so many different colours and patterns that it's really quite hard to choose one. That's why I've come here to Ely Cathedral. A cathedral is what they call a great big church like this. Nearly all cathedrals have lots and lots of stained glass windows in them, and this one even has a stained glass museum. So I'm hoping to get some ideas for my front door here. Oh, I believe the museum is just up this staircase. Just look at all these amazing pictures. Oh, how bright and colourful they are. Oh, it's hard to believe they're all made out of pieces of coloured glass. I wonder what sort of pattern I should have for my front door.
Oh, I hope Judy has a flowery window for her door, just like my picture. Tulips, lovely.
If it was my window, I'd have an aeroplane.
I'd have a dotty window, like Dotman! Dotman to the rescue! Dotman lives here!
Well, I hope Judy has a window with lots of butterflies and birds. Oh, my favourite. Tweet, 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 tweet.
Oh, now here's a lovely picture. It looks like a whole town. But I think that would be a bit grand for my front door, though. Oh, do you know how they make stained glass windows? No? Neither do I. But I do know a man who does. Come with me. This is Dave. He's making my stained glass window for me. He's using a special tool called a glass cutter to cut the glass. Can you see how it has a little wheel at the front? Oh, that wheel has to be very hard and sharp to cut into the glass. And after the glass is cut, each piece is very sharp, so Dave has to be very careful not to cut himself.
Well, I cut my finger once, and I had to have a sticking plaster on it.
Yeah, well, I fell over and cut my knee. Oh, and I had to have a bandage on it.
Well, worse than that, I once cut my head and had to have a great big bandage on it.
Yeah, well, I cut something once, but my mum wouldn't let me put a bandage on it.
Why not?
Because it was a piece of string. Get it? A cut piece of string with some scissors. Well, I thought it was funny.
Once Dave has cut the pieces of glass, he lays them out on the pattern. And to hold them together, he uses strips of lead. Oh, lead is a soft, bendy metal, so it's easy to shape. It'll probably be quite a long time before my window is finished. So let's go and see what else they've got in this museum. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, those children are making their own window patterns with bits of coloured plastic. That looks like fun. Oh, isn't it wonderful how sparkling and shiny all this glass is?
Sparkling and shining in the sunshine, red and yellow and green, gold and scarlet and turquoise, the brightest colours you've seen. Blue and purple and silver, pink and tangerine, twinkling as bright as a rainbow in a magical, colourful dream. Catching the light, shining bright, colours that dazzle and glow. See them glisten and sparkle, all those colours you know. Gold and scarlet and turquoise, red and yellow and green, twinkling as bright as a rainbow in a magical, colourful
Here's a little book. Ah, and it's called The Adventures of Cyril the Squirrel. Sounds good to me. Let's have a look then. Right. Cyril the Squirrel lived in a very large tree which grew in the bishop's garden. Well, he enjoyed living there with his mum and dad and his brother Sebastian and sister Cicely. Oh, that's a nice name. Cyril had never been outside the garden, but he longed to get a better view of the great cathedral and wished he could actually go inside and have a good look round. Cyril hopped onto the high garden wall, fluffed out his tail, and made his way towards the south door of the cathedral. After a few more cautious steps, he was inside the cathedral. At last! He scurried down the long nave of the cathedral towards the west end, dashing from one huge stone pillar to another. Suddenly, he noticed that the sun was shining brilliantly through the beautiful stained glass windows, making the most wonderful coloured shapes on the cold stone floor. He noticed a doorway in the corner of the transept. Several people were going through the doorway and up a spiral staircase. Oh, this looked so inviting that Cyril darted over to the doorway and looked up the steep staircase. With a flick of his tail, he went up, hip-hop, until he reached a landing. He saw another flight of stairs, and with another hip-hop, raced to the top and found himself inside the museum shop. He scampered down the gallery, and there, right in front of him, was a stained glass window with a picture, and amazingly down the sides were squirrels. They looked exactly like his great-uncle Cedric, who lived in the Dean's garden. Cyril felt immediately at home. Cyril discovered a small door, peeped inside, and saw a coat hanging up, a broom, and a very large shopping bag. He could not believe his beady little eyes when he found that it contained a large bag of nuts and a smaller bag of birdseed. After he had eaten all of the nuts and most of the birdseed, he was ready to continue his exciting journey. From time to time, people came into the gallery and looked at the glass. Some stood and stared in wonder. No one seemed to notice Cyril. Sometimes he hid under chairs, benches, or display cases, and once he had to dash behind the activity table. Oh, he was amazed at the number of panels illustrating animals. Cyril made a list in his mind, and on it were squirrels, of course, an ass, an ox, a hen with some chicks, lots of lions, a dove, a lamb, a duck, and even a deer. Cyril noticed that it was beginning to get dark. He thought that it was time to get back to his tree, which he could just see from the window. Unnoticed, he made his way back down the spiral staircase, swiftly through the arched door, along the nave, and out through the south door. In a few more hops, he was over the wall and up the branches of his favourite tree. Oh, what an exciting day it had been! He was certainly going to visit the cathedral again one day. Oh, that was a lovely story, wasn't it? Oh, and look! Someone has made a window out of paper. Oh, isn't that just lovely? And look who's in the middle. It's Cyril the squirrel. He'll be pleased about that, won't he? Well, you know, I think it's time to go and see how Dave is getting on with my window.
I wonder if the window will have flowers.
Or aeroplanes.
Or dots.
Or butterflies and birds.
I wonder.
Hello, Dave. How are you getting on?
It's going well, Judy. I've just got to solder both sides of the panel, cement it, and it's finished.
Oh, I'm so excited. I just can't wait to see it finished. Oh, just look at that. Isn't it fantastic? Oh, I think Dave has done a great job.
Oh, it's nice, but it's not dots.
Yeah, it's fabberoony, but it's not aeroplanes.
Yes, it's lovely, but it's not flowers.
It's great, but there aren't any butterflies or birds.
But it's so bright and sparkly!
Oh, doesn't that just look fantastic? My very own stained glass window. Oh, it looks lovely from the outside, but if we go inside... Just look how pretty it is from here. And if I put my eye close to the glass, it makes everything outside look different colours.
Sparkling and shining in the sunshine, red and yellow and green, gold and scarlet and turquoise, the brightest colours you've seen. Gold and scarlet and turquoise, red and yellow and green, twinkling as bright as a rainbow in a magical, colourful
Well, I hope you like my new window, because I certainly do. So, I'm off to put my feet up now. So, you know what they say. If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. Bye!
Well, we've built with Bob, we've zoomed with Tommy, and we have boogied with Pete. But we're still yet to see a pirate. Hey, look here. It says Pirates in CBeebies. That's just a pair of pirate legs. Maybe I'll never get to see a pirate. Well, now it's time for Chris and Poi to discover and do, and I'll be back tomorrow at the same time in Get Set Go.
Get ready for more out-of-this-world adventures.
Good news!
It's one small step for Jim, one giant leap for CBeebies.
Jumping Jupiter, we're ready for today's mission.
Yes! Well, I'll be an apple dumpling.
Ready? What? I'm on my way. From moon missions to cosmic capers, head for super space. And lift off with brand new Lunar Jim.
Good work, everyone.
Starts Monday at 5:30 on CBeebies.
Hello there, glad you could join us for Discover and Do with me, Poi.
And me, Chris. Oh, and look at the kitchen here at CBeebies. It's been decorated with patterns.
Those stars remind me of someone coming up soon on CBeebies.
Oh, yes. Somebody has that pattern on their waistcoat.
Let's have a look.
Who is it? It's Mr. Tumble! Take a look at the next pattern. Lots and lots of shapes. Very colourful shapes. Where might you see shapes like those?
Ah, I think I